Yo, what is up guys, welcome to 22 Football, and it is that time again. I'm gonna put my ass on the line to do some predictions, and what do I get in return? Absolutely nothing. Well, if I get my predictions right, obviously it's gonna be a massive W for me, but we all know that doing predictions is not necessarily the easiest. I did some predictions on my TikTok and Instagram, the links are down below if you're into that, and this week we're going to look at the Premier League only, mainly because other competitions really haven't started yet. Yeah, the Bundesliga has started, but I prefer the Premier League. I'm trying to make this into a little series. If you want me to do it league by league, let me know in the comments down below. If you only want me to do the big games in Europe every single week, then we can also do that. And while you're at it, be sure to like and subscribe as well if you're new to the channel, because obviously it helps me a lot. It's good for the algorithm. But without further ado, let's get all this waffling out of the way and get right into this video. Let's go. Starting off with the first game, the game that means that the Premier League is finally back. It's going to be the first game on Friday, Crystal Palace against Arsenal. And let's talk about Arsenal first. I think that they had a really good transfer window. Obviously they signed the Lord and Savior Gabriel Jesus, and I personally think that this guy will be a great Premier League goal scorer. Honestly mad that they signed this guy who's only 25 years old for 45 million. And if this guy doesn't end in the top 5 top scorers in the Premier League, I will literally never trust a Brazilian again. I noticed that I literally have a shirt of a Brazilian who's playing for my own club in the background, but anyways, I don't care. Gabriel Jesus, score goals in the Premier League, please. But Arsenal have been added this transfer window, and I think that they have a great team, and finally I think after years of not playing Champions League, I think this will actually be the season that they will make top 4. Because only look at all the signings they made. They're gonna do bits, man. I swear. I think that they're really gonna do well this season. Crystal Palace, I mean, their team is pretty much the same as last season. They kept Wilfried Zaha, which is a massive W for them. Honestly, without him, they would be in massive trouble. Because to be fair, like, who else is gonna score goals for Crystal Palace? But also, Patrick Vieira is a great manager. I think that Arsenal is going to win this game. Gabriel Jesus is definitely going to score. And okay, for Crystal Palace, this will be the first defeat of the season, but it's definitely not gonna be a problem. They're gonna finish mid-table anyways, because they always do. And yeah, this year, the same will honestly happen. The first game, a W for Arsenal. The next game is Fulham against Liverpool, a team that's probably gonna fight relegation versus a team that's probably gonna fight for the Premier League title. But yeah, I can dwell on this for ages, but Liverpool is gonna win this game easily. Liverpool also had a good transfer window. They lost Sadio Mane. That's definitely gonna be a big problem for them. The first game that he played in preseason, he missed a few chances and he got absolutely clowned for it. And he literally thought, these guys, I'm gonna score a shit ton of goals the next game. And let's say he scored a few. He scored 4 in one game. So what a reaction. Shows that this guy definitely has heart. But that game against Manchester City, Jesus Christ, they were good. And for Fulham, they're gonna go right back down, aren't they? I have to say, the signing of Mbabu is a really good one. But Pereira's just gonna disappear the entire season, isn't he? So pretty useless signing actually. But yeah, no, Fulham, they're gonna go down. I don't think that this season is gonna go really well for them. Because clearly they're gonna concede way too many goals. And this is gonna start on Saturday, because I personally think that Liverpool is going to score at least 3 against Fulham. Next up is Bournemouth against Aston Villa, and Bournemouth is a team that I predicted to go right down again. They're gonna finish dead last, I think. I mean, the players that they signed are definitely not good enough to retain their Premier League status, so yeah, they're going to lose this game against Aston Villa, especially because I personally think that Aston Villa is going to have a big season. They signed Diego Carlos and Boubacar Kamara, so defensively, these guys are solid. They signed Diego Carlos for only 30 million and Boubacar Kamara on a free. This guy's 22 years old, a big talent. Honestly, this is great business from Aston Villa. They made the signing of Coutinho permanent as well, and they already had a great team. So I personally think that Aston Villa is going to finish top half. This is going to be an easy win for Aston Villa, and they're going to get the good momentum going, so this will be a win for them. And Bournemouth, your losing streak is starting right now. Get used to it. Next up is Leeds against Wolves, and Leeds is going to be in a tough position this season. And Leeds, seriously, you sold your 2 best players and you think that you can start the season well. The loss of Rafinha and Phillips is going to be massive for them, because honestly, these were their 2 best players last season. And they signed a bunch of Americans to replace them, a player from Feyenoord, and I don't know, I honestly don't know if these guys have the Premier League level. But this season I think that Wolves are going to fare a little bit better. Obviously their squad is kind of the same as last season as well. But I personally don't back them to win this game. I think it's going to be a draw, like a 1-1 draw. The next game is Newcastle against Nottingham Forest. 2 teams that a lot of people are going to be watching this season. Newcastle obviously because, I don't know, maybe they are the richest club in world football now. And Nottingham Forest because they spent a lot of money, as they are now fighting the Premier League again after years of not being in the competition. But I'm a little bit disappointed with Newcastle, because personally I expected them to make a few more signings than they did until now. But in their defense, the signing of Sven Botman is great. He's definitely going to be a big asset for them in defense. And already in the January transfer window, they already signed a few great players like Bruno Guimaraes. So their team is already pretty solid, but in the attack I think that they definitely can still strengthen. Because let's be honest, Callum Wilson and Chris Wood as a centre forward, I'm pretty pretty sure that we can think of a better solution, especially when your club is absolutely loaded. For Nottingham Forest, this is exciting stuff what they've done over the transfer window. Nico Williams, Omar Richards, Dean Henderson, Jesse Lingard, all great players that they signed. Yeah, personally I think that they're going to stay up, and this game will also be a massive upset for Newcastle. Because I personally think the first game for Nottingham Forest back in the Premier League is going to bring out a different energy. And that's why I back them to win away at Newcastle. And to be honest, that would be great, right? A win for Nottingham Forest in their first game back in the Premier League at Newcastle. That's not something that a lot of people expect. Next up is Tottenham against Southampton, and everybody is hyping Tottenham up, but I do not understand. I mean, the signings that they made have been alright. Richarlison is going to be a major flop, you heard it here first. But I mean, Spurs is a great team still, and under Conte they're going to do well this season. Nothing special, but obviously they're going to be in the top spot. It's going to be a big season for Harry Kane. This game Southampton is not going to survive, so it's going to be a win for Tottenham. Easy. Next up is Everton against Chelsea, and a few years ago this would have been a great game, but nowadays it's one good team against a team that's not great anymore. Everton obviously had a difficult season last year. They still managed to stay in the Premier League, and I think that last season was definitely an incident. This season they will do a little bit better, but I don't think that they will finish top half. But Chelsea on the other hand, I was worried for them for quite a while. I mean, basically their whole backline left, and it took them quite some time to get a replacement in Kalidou Koulibaly. But still, an extra player in defense would be nice for Chelsea. Obviously Lukaku left as well, but I don't think that Chelsea fans will be very disappointed with that. But that means that they still need to sign a striker, and now I heard some rumors that they're trying to sign Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang from Barcelona. And personally I think that that will be a great signing. Arsenal fans are surely going to be pissed, but this guy has already showed that he can score goals everywhere. He did it in France, in Germany, in the Premier League, and now in Spain, so obviously this guy is going to deliver short term. And together with the new signing of Raheem Sterling, I think that that's going to be a great partnership. So Chelsea is easily going to win this game, even if Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is not there yet. And next up is Leicester against Brentford, and I think that these two teams are going to do worse than last season. Especially Brentford. I mean, yeah, their first season they were great. Ivan Toney was great, Eriksen was great, but Eriksen is gone now, and I'm pretty sure that that's going to impact the entire team. And we all know about second season syndrome. Nobody can avoid the curse. That's just a complete lie. Many teams have done it. But anyways, Brentford is going to go down. Yes, I said it. Brentford is going to get relegated this season. And then moving on to Leicester City. These guys have signed 0 players so far. That means that they're the only club in the top 5 competitions that didn't sign a single player. Last season they already dropped off. This season is not going to be much better. I think still a top half finish or just outside of the top half. But at least I think that they're going to start this season well. Leicester City is going to win this game, and Brentford, oof, it's going to be a tough season for you guys. Next up is Manchester United against Brighton, and the last time that these two clubs faced, Brighton won 4-0. But this season I think things will be different. Brighton obviously lost Yves Bissouma, and that's going to be terrible for them because this guy was super important for them. He literally was the engine of the midfield. So that's definitely a big loss for them. But Manchester United, I mean, they should have strengthened more, right? I mean, the season has already started and they still haven't sorted out their midfield. They brought Eriksen in, which is fine, but I mean, come on, that's not enough, right? They still need to get a proper defensive midfielder and some more creativity. And as it stands now, Frankie de Jong is probably not going to join the club. So in my opinion, they still need to sign 2 more players for that midfield. I'm talking about preseason like it really matters. But anyways, we saw a little bit of a change in the playing style of Manchester United. And to be fair, it looked a little bit more positive. So that's why I think that the 4-0 from last season will not be repeated again. Manchester United is going to win this game. And I mean, are we going to see a Cristiano Ronaldo goal? Yeah, let me go one up. I think that we will see a Cristiano Ronaldo goal as well. And the last game of the weekend is West Ham against Manchester City, the Hammers against the champions of England. And last season, this game almost cost City the Premier League title. They were 2-0 down, but they managed to get a 2-2 draw in the end, which basically was the difference at the end of the season between Liverpool and Manchester City for the Premier League title. And West Ham again this season will be a very solid side. They signed Gianluca Scamacca, who was a good striker over in Italy, but I don't know if he's able to cut it in the Premier League. Aguerd is also a very good signing for them, so they're definitely going to be just under the top 6, I think. And regarding Manchester City, like, it's really not fair what these guys are doing. They already had the best team in England. They strengthened with Calvin Phillips and with a certain guy called Erling Haaland. And to be fair, my main worry is that this guy is going to score a lot of goals, because obviously last season they missed a striker, and right now they have one of the best strikers in the entire world. And I know that against Liverpool he wasn't great. He should have scored a few goals. He missed a few chances. But believe me, this guy felt embarrassed and he's gonna bounce back way stronger. Don't be surprised if this guy goes absolutely ham and scores a few goals in this game. So even though I expect a lot of great things from West Ham this season. I mean, Manchester City is just a different level. They're easily going to run away with it. A win for Manchester City. So that's it. That concludes my Premier League predictions for the first game week. That means that we just have to wait and see. Hopefully these don't go terribly wrong. I mean, I'm positive. Let's see. Let me know in the comments down below what your predictions are. Also, let me know next week, do you want to see Premier League predictions? Do you want to see predictions from all leagues? Do you want to see only the top clubs in Europe? And while you're commenting anyways, be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, check my videos on the end screen right now, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.